Hi, so I just completed this world. It's called the Lighthouse because it's got this like little tower that's based off of a lighthouse. And so I thought that was a fitting name for it. But yeah, what's cool about this house is that this house is actually based off of someone's real house. So I was using reference photos from the owner to create this project. And the house isn't originally on an island, it's on the lake. So this part is part of the actual house. But I put it on an island to isolate it. I added this whole beach area and it's a full-fledged VR chat world and it's super cool. It's definitely one of my favorite projects that I've done in a long time. I always have like hangout worlds in VRChat are like they're normally like one room or a few rooms and they're usually like optimized and cozy, but I always have the urge to like build the full house. For some reason, it's like I just really like being able to walk around the entire thing and you can go everywhere in this world. You can go on the roof, all around the island. You can go, every room is built out. And there's a basement. And I think this is probably one of my prettiest maps. And I think that because I used a real-time light and I never use a real-time light, most of my worlds are baked at night. But for this world, I wanted like a bunch of different lighting scenarios or for the different times of day. So I'm using RedSim's Skybox shader, and that uses the rotation of the directional light to like determine where or to determine the lighting, the skybox lighting for the world. And I'm also using a real-time reflection probe out here in the distance that just reflects the sky to determine what the water should look like. So if you're in here and by default the day-night animation setting is on, and so if you're in here, as the day goes on, it's like a 7-minute animation. The directional light will rotate and the lighting for the whole world will change. It's really cool and I really wanted that. But if you don't want that, you can actually change the lighting to be different types of day. And I also added like a thunderstorm weather system in here. So if you are in the world and you're at one of these portal things, you can go to weather, change the weather to be what you want. You can also turn off the directional light so that there's no real-time light in the world, and that'll also change the water and set it to sunset by default. You can also use these portals to teleport to different parts of the map. So if you go to teleport, you can use that to go to like the beach. There's one here, and then there is one in the house. And I'll take you to the second floor in the house. There's there's a few really good hangout spots in this house that I really like. For the first one would be right here. This is where the pens are. The second floor, there's a mirror here. There's a pool table. And over here, right by that one, there's this like more cozy living room area that's got a video player and a mirror. And the doors act as occluders. So they have occlusion portals on them. So when you open them, you'll be able to see everything. But if you want to like render less objects, you can close the door and it'll occlude everything behind the door. Let me show you some other hangout spots. So the basement, I think, is another really good one. And when you're in the basement, like everything's occluded, so it's like the most performative area. And then obviously the beach is another really good spot. There's also a mirror spot on this back dock here. So those are the hangout spots. I think those are my favorite spots. And that's basically the world. Obviously, this is a big map. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of objects that I modeled in here, especially like modeling from references of the actual house. You have to like, I have to like look at the references and determine like which objects I'm going to actually model in here. But yeah, that's obviously there's a lot more going on with this world that I could talk about, but I just wanted to share it a bit. It's public on VRChat right now, so if you wanted to go visit it, you can visit it. It's Quest compatible. The Quest defaults to nighttime lighting setting. Obviously, I can't do real-time light on Quest, and there's a lot of other things that are taken out to make the Quest version work and be like optimized enough for players to hang out in there. But so yeah, if you want to visit, go visit it. But I think that's all I wanted to share. So I think that's it. Bye.